Jay, what were the biggest hurdles entering the marketplace for Pure?
I think we went into a marketplace where there were giants, and we were a very small player with a big idea, and I think we didn't know how big the marketplace was relative to our size. And we never got discouraged, we just went after it, and it was good that we were uneducated because we just had a lot of motivation to grow, and we run a concept called Running for Mayor, which was going door to door, giving our product to independent retailers, telling people the story about Pure Gum, and one thing led to another.
So what was the story that you told those first independent retailers to get them hooked?
I spent a lot of time sampling gum up and down airplanes. It was a very captive audience, and people could give feedback without going anywhere or chase me away. And hearing from people that they didn't want aspartame or artificial ingredients in their chewing gum really led me to think that maybe there are more people that don't want those things. So we told our retail partners simple substitutions with no compromise in taste or quality, and that led to a great product. So it was a great value proposition, and we didn't want to charge a price premium for it.
So in making the product, how did you source ingredients and the formulas to be able to make that price point? It's much more, from a perspective of a consumer, what attracted me to the brand was just that it seems a much healthier option. How do you do that at the price point? Because so much product like that ends up with a higher price point.
It's a great question. I didn't know how to do that, but I do know that anything is possible. And I heard one time they put a man on the moon, so taking artificial ingredients out of chewing gum seemed like a task that was achievable. And really just worked with smart people and researchers to figure out how to keep the consistency of the product and the flavor of the product within the profile that would meet people's dietary needs and also match the health demands of today's consumer.
What do you see as the growth plan from here forward?
We look double-double. We call it a double-double growth strategy, and that's double distribution and double consumption, which gives us a 4 times growth platform each year. And getting product into more people's hands and having it available in more places allows us to hit these crazy growth objectives, but we've got a great team of people that help drive that.
Is it still the independent retailers you're targeting? Because your product's everywhere now. How do you get those big ones on board?
So from one little retail store to over 50 countries around the world today, we focus on the independent health retailer on up to the grocery retailer that's doing a great job building their natural health sets. And then we like to get our products where people who live our lifestyle go. So it could be a sandwich shop, it could be a smoothie place, or it could be a yoga studio. And we just want Pure to be in front of consumers all the time.
Well, and you said it at the top of this conversation that it's a very big space dominated by incumbents and very competitive. How do you maintain that differentiation?
We've stayed really authentic to our message, and that's kick aspartame and simple substitutions. So the big guys are doing a great job at marketing their products and doing what they do, and we have a lot of respect for what they're doing. But what we do is we stay really focused, and we're very authentic with the market and the people that have gotten us to where we are today.
Now, do you consider it a challenger brand positioning against those big names, Trident, all those other big gum names?
So our biggest competition is against ourselves, and if we don't show up every day and do the best that we can, we're not even a challenger of anyone. So we go out and we do the best we can, and if we focus on our own strategy and our own goals and objectives and we hit them, we're going to achieve our objectives. We can't control what the rest of the market's doing.
As a founder myself, I know very well it's never a straight line. What was the biggest challenge you faced getting Pure off the ground?
I think that little mistakes along the way when you sell a low-cost item really set you back. And I didn't know a lot about supply chain or inventory, and over-inventorying or under-inventorying and putting your faith in people that are helping you is tough when you're an entrepreneur and you want to make those decisions. But fortunately, our mantra is to take a lot of risk and just try and make good decisions. And we've got a great team of people that help us do that.
You raised that point, on the working capital. That's what kills so many people that are trying to bring a consumer product to market, right?
Yep.
What lessons can you share there for younger entrepreneurs?
I think bootstrapping it as hard as you can. There's no entitlements in this business. I mean, there are so many nights that I had rice or pasta and tomato sauce to make the decisions to allow it to reinvest back in the business. And today we still reinvest all of our capital back in the business. And we believe that there's a lot of growth room still ahead of us. So if you start to take money off the table or you pay yourself a little too much too early, you really lose how high you can go. And we say the broader the foundation, the higher the ceiling.